Yo guys, it's Kelly Gamer. Welcome back guys to another video. Today it is episode number 1 of the Magpies aka Newcastle career mode series. Guys, we're going to not but hopefully you guys will enjoy the series. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to play the formation that Newcastle play in real life, a 4-3-3 flat, and I only play it because their midfielders are like that normally, and that is the team probably most likely we will start with unless injury problems happen over the summer. I'm not looking. Eddie Howe is obviously the manager. I'm intended to be him, of course. Not looking to bring in anybody this first window, but um, I'm gonna remove. Him. So on the loan list, I want Lewis to go out on loan, Longstaff to go out on loan, Diallo, Murphy, and Miley. But we will play with the squad we have, and I'm keeping around until at least January. And obviously, if any of them do really poor, they'll go. Jacob Murphy's still a very good player. This guy is on loan at Hearts, though. Okay. But here we go, guys. So let's get on the simulation training. Steady Howe is getting the players ready for the opening day. Longstaff, what is it? Sean Longstaff. I'm not going to let him go. It's a good offer from Betters, but he's going to hopefully do well. His bowler is Matthew Longstaff, of course. Trippier is the captain of Newcastle, and the vice captain is Dan Byrne, who mainly will be a sub probably. McGreen, he's good to have around the squad. So Jamal Lewis to West Ham, just a loan. I don't care if it's a Premier League club. Just a loan. I'm going to reject it. I think Marquinhos is quite good to keep around the squad. So West Ham say yes to a year loan for Jamal Lewis. Hopefully there'll be a very handballs and all that are on, guys. Jamal Lewis has went to West Ham on loan for the season to see what he can do in London and set up here in Newcastle. There's Murphy, could go out on loan. Jacob Murphy, don't want him to go out on loan at all. He's got a very good potential at the club. Right, so Alex Murphy's went on loan to Düsseldorf IF. Hang on, let's check actually the calendar. We'll be playing a month per episode, guys. So we've got Crystal Palace away, Southampton away as well, and then Leeds at home. Oh my. Croft, he's good to keep around the squad as well. He can also play centre half, so he might have to fill at centre half at some point, but not probably an opening day. I think the team I showed you guys is going to be the starting 11 for the opening day of the season. So, still not going Sean Longstaff. I actually swap offer. I don't want one of their players right now. So now this Jacob Lancaster guy, it looks okay. Actually, guys, he's already looking good, so we'll promote him into the first team. And he'll start on the bench. As he's the lad, he's a local lad as well, so he is from Newcastle. We'll go with number 25 for the time being. Hopefully can prove himself as a youngster. So actually, we've got to receive a transfer bid for Kaka. We'll just let him go properly. Just alone. Salford City. there he has. He's gone out of the club to Brighton. España. He's a player I don't actually mind getting rid of, because a player I would probably want to get rid of permanently. I don't think he would do much this season. So Wilson to Sevilla is getting played out, red projected. Eddie Howe is attending the press conference.
I think we're ready for questions now.
Looking better from sure. I believe in my players. That's what Eddie Howe normally tells his players, and they all seem to do it. I'm happy with the group he's got. He's definitely happy with the group he's got in real life. So this is the real life team. So guys, let's check out what he needs to do. He's already in 83. He's doing very good sorting. So sign at least 2 players younger than 20 with a great average rating of current players in the same squad. Okay. Sign 4 youth. Okay. 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 The board will get 7 games with at least 1 goal scored in 8. Oh, so we need to score in 7 away games. I've seen. Okay. Sign 1 veteran player. That's okay. In the FA Cup, they want us to win the FA Cup. That's going to be difficult, but oh well. We'll try our best. And Premier League, finish in a UEFA Europa League spots. They want us to finish European football. That is probably a good aim for a team like Newcastle. Okay, so away to Crystal Palace on match day 1 of the season. Predictions as happily, guys. I'm going to go 2-0 Newcastle. I think Callum Wilson will score, and I think Isaac come off the bench and score. But that young Lancaster guy, born in Newcastle, he's on the bench as well with Elliot Anderson, so they both could come on later. As it's going to be, if they're obviously upon Eddie Howe upons them. It's Roy Hodgson who's in the dugout. Guys, I've seen this thing and face scan thing. He's bald, I don't know why, but oh well. Just accept it. Okay, but here we go, opening day of the league season in the Barclays Premier League. Crystal Palace versus Newcastle United. It is match day 1 of the new season. Both sides, expectations, probably Palace is to finish mid-table where they are right now. Newcastle is to finish in a Europa League spot the board wants from Eddie Howe. Saudi owners love being the owners of Newcastle United, who really know that real life is all realistic around it. Saint Maximan and Callum Wilson ready to do their bits. Almiron, that front 3 guys, they're in ruthless form at the moment. There's Roy Hodgson, that doesn't even look like Roy Hodgson as well. Well, that's Gooey, he's a very good centre-back. Signed, I don't know who, I can't remember who Palace gone from. So here is the Crystal Palace team. They've actually got a couple of decent players. Guzzler Baller, Great Shaw's a very good goalie, so he's in goal. Back 4, Klein, Gea, Anderson and Mitchell, all back 4 pretty decent. Stuck to Cody and Eze, all very decent as well. Ayu, Edward and Zaha. Edward now has a proper face scan. On the bench, it's a little bit of a weaker bench than I thought it would be. Okay, Newcastle starting line-up and they're heading out of the season. Nick Pope in goal, a back 4 of Trippier, Scar, Botman and Target. Midfield 3 of Willock, Guimaraes and Jolinton. The front 3 of Almiron and Saint Maximan, both supporting Callum Wilson. There's the bench too, as youngster Jacob Lancaster does make it from the Youth Academy to make the Premier League lineup on the opening day. If he comes on a little later on, he'll be delighted. But he's not going to make multiple appearances in the squad this season. It's going to be tricky. But here we go. I'm predicting 2-0 Newcastle. So how it goes though. Petros ready, he says. Saint Maximan. So we're going to have a solid season here at Newcastle. Callum Wilson ready to bang in a goal or 2 so far. Can he do it this season? Let's go. And it is going to be Callum Wilson to kick off. And let's go. To Linton. To Willock. Good possession start to the game from Newcastle. Keeping the ball is what Eddie Howe wants from his team. Controlling possession as well. To Linton. To Saint Maximan. To Linton. Out to Saint Maximan. Past Nathaniel Klein, and he cuts back on that right foot. It's a good ball in. Almiron heads it down. It's Guimaraes. Blocked by Tacorero. Good start to the game from Newcastle. Ayu. And Scott. Heads it into the arms of Nick Pope. Trippier. Almiron. And to Wilson. Good turn by Callum Wilson here. And here's Almiron. It's Almiron surely for the opener, and it is the opening goal for Newcastle for Almiron inside 11 minutes. Newcastle United, they are 1-up on Eddie Howe's off to a flying start this season. Newcastle playing it out from the back, and they go on the quick counter attack, and Almiron gives the Magpies the lead here in London. Almiron, great assist by Callum Wilson to Almiron as Almiron tucks away his first goal of the season. He's on, I think, 10 or 11 in real life right now, having a solid season. But Almiron is starting the Newcastle save, very good. Almiron, great assist by Callum Wilson, but Almiron will claim the goal. That's Almiron's first of the season and first goal of the Newcastle save. Goes to us. And it's Almiron inside 11 minutes. Eddie Howe just there casual on the bench thinking, well done boys, great start. Saint-Maximin. It's back target. Now Botman, who has actually had a pretty solid season with Newcastle in real life so far since joining the Premier League. Almiron to Trippier. Willock. Oh, and Almiron, he's past Mitchell. He's done really well here. Edward, here's Zaha. Trippier's facing him, and Trippier will stay with him. Palace with a shot, but good save by Nick Pope. Got down well, the England goalkeeper. Desperate to do well this season for us, of course. Eddie Howe really knows he's picked his first choice goalie, who is capable of saving and keeping clean sheets. Ayew for the corner, headed away. Anderson, very cracking player he is in real life for Palace these days, and Pope got down well to deny odds on Edward. Shah, Trippier, now it's Almiron to Willock now. When he releases Callum Wilson, it's past Anderson twice there. One back by Jolinton, but nobody won it for Newcastle there. Matt Target had to beat Ayew, and he does. Saint-Maximin. It's Bruno Guimaraes. Guimaraes! Good save, Victra. But Bruno Guimaraes is a brilliant player. Newcastle really glad to have him, but Newcastle have a corner now. One up at Palace here and dominating the game. It's Trippier to whip one in from the left. It's made by Palace. To Maximin. To Botman. Now it's Fabian Schär. Good shot, good block though. Jolinton wins it back for Newcastle here. Here's Saint-Maximin to the back post. Headed away by Mitchell. Trippier. Guimaraes. Trippier now. Trying to stand it up. It's away by Mitchell. Bruno Guimaraes. To Almiron. Trippier. Guimaraes. Guimaraes. To Saint-Maximin. Down he goes. And that will be a foul. He's down hurt. But he is okay. Probably to continue. But free kick outside the penalty box has been awarded. And Anderson has received a booking, just a free kick on the edge of the area to Newcastle United. That is a nasty looking challenge by Anderson. Oh, look at that, he's alright to the maximum, thankfully. Almiron takes a shot to Wilson. Guimaraes. Guimaraes. Wilson. Good block by Palace. Almiron, be careful. Eze. Out to Zaha. Well done defended well by Trippier there. We dealt with him very well there. Almiron to Willock. Back to Almiron. It's Callum Wilson. And Jolinton is beyond him. It's Jolinton. Surely 2-0. That is 2-0. And Jolinton claims his first goal of the season, 2-0 to Newcastle. They are running the show here in London. Callum Wilson, another great assist for him this afternoon. And those Magpie fans are very proud of their team to stepping up the mark under Eddie Howe, who is full of confidence at the moment. Eddie Howe is in great zone. But Jolinton claims his first goal of the season. He ran beyond Wilson. He tucked it beyond Guaitra. No chance for the goalkeeper. And Roy Hodgson is not happy. I don't know how that's Roy Hodgson in the game at all. Well, 3 minutes before half time, it's Crystal Palace 0, Newcastle United 2. More in the season for Jolinton. Zaha. Well beaten by Keenan Trippier, the Newcastle captain, he claims. What can do? Zaha is over the throw in. Is it straight to Trippier? Maybe a goal before half time to make it 3-0, surely. Again put to bed already from Newcastle United. Wilson forward. So, Jolinton. Can he continue trying to win at the back? And he doesn't. But it is going to be half time. It is half time. It is Crystal Palace 0, Newcastle United 2. Goals from Almiron and Jolinton, both assisted by Callum Wilson. Zaha has been very quiet today, apart from having that early shot. Okay, though. 2-0 to Newcastle at the break. It's gone all their way so far for Eddie Howe's side. So the only team winning in the league, 2-0, or winning at half-time, is Newcastle here, 2-0 up at Palace. The rest of the scorelines, 0-0. It's an North London derby going on as well. 2-0 up at half-time, Eddie Howe's Newcastle. Eddie Howe, very pleased, had a team talk at the break just to try and continue it. Palace need to go a bit more aggressive, I think. No subs at the break. Jordi Alba loses out to Bruno Guimaraes. Finds targets. It's Jolinton now. So Maximin is beating Anderson. And just over the bar from Alisson Maximin. Feeling a bit more confident in the second half. Already a decent start. Anderson will have never got near him. Or from Guaitra. Jolinton, well, powerfully headed for Matt Target. St Maximin. To Callum Wilson. Up to Matt Target now. Right play from the left back. He might not have much pace, but he has got the pace to get beyond him. Klein with the handball. And a penalty kick to Newcastle. Awarded by Anthony Taylor. Klein handball. Matt Target's delivery. And the penalty kick has been awarded. Matt Target claimed it, and it did. Callum Wilson. From the spots. It's Callum Wilson. Guaitra with the save to deny Callum Wilson his first goal of the season. An unlucky penalty from the striker after a great 2 assists in the first half he picked up. But he misses, but he will focus on his training practice. Well done, Matt Target. Beautiful movement. Movement is good. A little bit sad that Callum Wilson missed that, but it's got to stay tilted positives in it. That was on target. Jolinton to Botman. Now it's Willock. Mitchell has well been beaten there by Almiron. Well, half an hour left in the game. Bring actual on Lancaster. Going to bring on Lancaster for his debut. And also Dan Byrne is going to come on at the back, but it's time for it to happen. But Newcastle really know that their team are all ready. Jacob Lancaster ready to come on for his official debut. Matt Target's off after a great performance. Eddie Howe will get the praise to a lot of his players. Trippier's offside, the captain. He's claiming, why did you give it back to me? But he didn't really know that Almiron was going to give it back to him. Or from Mitchell. There's Zaha. I mean, Shah dealt with him very well, did the Switzerland international. Eze. A shot of the second half from Palace, but it's good right down the throat of Nick Pope. And Byrne might not have the pace, but he has the physical. A killer pass as well. Van Burn to St Maximin. To Linton, cuts back inside. And here's Callum Wilson. It's Wilson trying to make up from his penalty miss earlier. He is desperate after 2 assists earlier today. Jordan Ayew for Ozzy. Ozzy. Trippier, plenty of power, plenty of bodies in the area. Lancaster. Back to Kieran Trippier, the captain. Great ball into Linton. Edge just wide. Roy Hodgson won't be happy with his Palace players this afternoon. The Longstaff is going to come on as Sam Longstaff is coming on to Linton. Has got himself a goal in opening day. Sean Longstaff is on for him. Forward from Guitra. Trippier should surely maybe win that. He does. Botman, Fabian Schär, Lancaster making his debut in senior football. He's been called up to the first team for today's game. Here he goes, the young man. He is capable of doing stuff, and here goes anyway. Not a bad delivery from the youngster. Klein gets it away, and Mitchell. Not got a bad cross on him. Isaac and Anthony Gordon will be on shortly for Newcastle. Fabian Schär isn't there. There's Trippier practically. And Trippier has got out of possession. Sonson Edouard plays on a cross. And that is the clean sheet broken. I predicted 2-0. But it's going to potentially maybe be a thrilling late contest as Eze gets Palace right back in it with 10 minutes remaining. The Newcastle defence just all at sea there, not getting it away or getting near it. Eze will claim his first goal of the season. The subs are warmed up. Isaac and Anthony Gordon are on. Anthony Gordon obviously signing from Everton to prove why he's a big money signing here at Newcastle. A burn to Longstaff. To Dan Burn now, shot now. Good play from Anthony Gordon. Could beat Klein though. This is really good play in the late stage of the second half from Palace. Devin Botman gets it away. Schär gets it away for Lancaster. Almiron to Isaac. Isaac through for Almiron. He's got the pace. But can he beat Mitchell? He does beat Mitchell. And he beats Guitra with the finish. And what a second goal of the afternoon from Almiron. Really knows his fine tally so far as he moves on to 2. And he'll take it again. And that will wrap up the 3 points for Newcastle here at Crystal Palace under Eddie Howe, who's very pleased. It doesn't matter if he concedes. It's just the way that they play. And Almiron claims his second of this afternoon game away at Crystal Palace. Guitra had no chance. Ryan in top corner. Great assist by Alan Isaac. The Palace off to a poor start in the league. Newcastle off to a flying start. And Eddie Howe will be very pleased with his players. Mares to Isaac. Anthony Gordon. Lancaster. For the run of Almiron there. Isaac. And it's Sean Longstaff looking for the 4th goal of the game. Game minutes remaining. Time is just about up. And that's full time surely at Selhurst Park. It finishes Crystal Palace 1, Newcastle United 3. A massive 3 points for the Magpie fans on match day 1. And Eddie Howe, and the scene is off to a winning start. It's really Howe. A lot of praise goes from the New Palace. Were okay at times, but they were pretty poor. That man Almiron, 2 attempts on goal today, and they both flew into the back of the net. That he'll take our pros into the Premier League goal scoring charts already. But finishes Crystal Palace 1, Newcastle United 3. So wins for Newcastle, Arsenal, Liverpool and Brighton.
Just a couple of questions for you.
I believe in the young players, Jacob. Jacob did make the first score to come off the bench. Reserved our goals at the times we needed them. Callum Wilson not to be leaving. Lancaster's not going on loan, he's just too good to go on loan. Got West Brom in the Cup in midweek, so we'll bring that in this episode as well. So Isaac will start over Callum Wilson. Lancaster, he will start, but just a bit more ahead. As Willock will drop to the bench. Dan Burn will be in from that target. And that's it. Dan Burn can be a good player at times. Predictions to place, guys. I'm going to go Southampton away. If we don't concede a free kick, I'm going to go 1-0. I think we will win 1-0. But you never know, might be bigger than that.
Newcastle United and the Saints, Southampton.
Southampton can be tricky way to go. They're down at the bottom of the Premier League in real life, so they're not having a good solid season. I think they will get relegated, and I think Leicester City will as well. And guys, I just hope this happens, but I hope Everton get relegated as well. No offence to you Everton fans who watch me. I just want you to go down so badly. Bournemouth, I think I want them to stay up though. Give that man a free kick or penalty, might actually score it. Or prize, very calm player. So here is the Crystal Palace starting lineup in goal. Alex McCarthy, a back four of Livramento, Tijuno, Benarac and Perduna. Midfield 2, Supernico and Ward-Prowse. Midfield Armstrong, Alvarez and Dakota. And up front for them, Dakota. Do they have Shea Adams on the bench? No, they don't. Well, here is the Newcastle team. A couple of changes from last week. Dan Burn comes into the back four. Lancaster starts today. And Alexander Isak starts. Lancaster came off the bench last week. It was very impressive. He starts today, though, as he's preparing for Premier League life to become a very good Newcastle player. But Newcastle needs to give Eddie Howe needs to give him the opportunity to prove it. And here we go. It's Southampton versus Newcastle United. Both sides batting it away. And a very tough game it's going to be for those Newcastle fans to watch. Come on, guys. Let's go. Already forward from Ward-Prowse. Dan Burn dealt with it. Dan Burn might not be the the quickest, but he has got physical in him. And then down goes Alexander Isak. Nothing given. It's in behind the back four. Can somebody get a marking on it? Dan Burn so unlucky not to get there. So going up forward. Nick Pope got down well there, did Nick Pope. It's a great save to deny Southampton the opener. Early days. Lancaster to Almiron. He's got a double last week, did Almiron. Here's Kieran Trippier. Waltzing himself into the box here. Trippier! First shot of the game for Newcastle. Well saved by Alex McCarthy. Delighted being goal. Kieran Trippier, the captain, really knows capable ability of scoring goals. Trippier, plenty of power behind that one. It's not a bad delivery. It's a Maxman. He won it there. He couldn't keep it. Now here comes Southampton. Stephen Botman, not a foul. That is never a foul. That is. Lancaster. He's won it back here, Jacob Lancaster. Brilliant move from the youngster. Cruz got it away. Jacob Lancaster on his left foot over the corner this time. It's not a bad delivery. Zazak heads it away. That's back to Jacob Lancaster. Good ball in, actually. Dan Burn looked at it. Still continuing the break, or Newcastle. Botman. Having a shower now. Lancaster. Almiron. And Jacob Lancaster knows he's playing at Premier League level. He's capable of doing it. Here they come. Trippier dealt with it. Lancaster. To Almiron. Back to Lancaster. It's up to Trippier now. Trippier clinks throw in and it's given. Hit his way. Lancaster. And it's Jolinton. Jolinton! And a cracking strike by Jolinton. Great goal last weekend. And he scores the opening goal after 22 minutes in Southampton. And a start to Newcastle life. Let's see, did he get the assist for that? Yes, he did. And it's an assist for Jacob Lancaster. Jolinton with an opening goal here today. And it's a great assist by Jacob Lancaster, who's just arrived from the youth team. But Jolinton will claim it past Alex McCarthy. No chance for McCarthy there. And a beautiful goal. Anyhow, fair play to his team are showing a lot of commitment to winning balls and keeping the game going. It's 2 goals in 2 games for Jolinton so far this season from his place in midfield that he keeps an eye on.
Goal for Newcastle United, number 7, Jolinton.
Kevin Botman, well done. Here's Almiron now. Lancaster is there. Youngster gets himself a Premier League assist on match day 2 of the season. Dan Burn surely won that, but nope, the referee says no, I'll give it. Ward-Prowse whips in towards the danger area. Good by Kevin Botman, that's a good header away from the Dutchman. So Maximin releases Almiron. He's just got Alex McCarthy to beat. He goes for the chip. He goes for a delicate... Oh, it's a penalty now. It's Bruno's handball and trying to get it away. Almiron claimed for it and it's been given. Remember, guys, Callum Wilson missed a penalty in opening day last week. It's Alexander Isak against Alex McCarthy. Sends him the wrong way. And it's a cracking penalty by the Sweden international, who's delighted to score his first goal for Newcastle and do what he can. He picked up an assist last weekend, so he really deserves his start today. And all those Newcastle fans will be absolutely delighted because their team are winning for the 2nd week running at this rate in the league. What a start to the life at the moment under Eddie Howe. Well, Eddie Howe was appointed last season, obviously, but Isaac gets his first goal of the season. Can he score many, I hope? I think he is pretty a decent goal scorer. Armstrong. The defence just keeping their shape really well, barely concede penalties. So Maximin. Isaac. Up to Dan Burn. He's not the quickest, but he has got the physical to cause a lot of bother. Here he goes. He's still got it here. And he claims it came off the Southampton man. Didn't know. Southampton, they've started really poor here. Ford. Marius almost won that. No, so did St. Maximin. Good pass. Oh, Dan Burn wins it back. Here's St. Maximin. To Jacob Lancaster, unlucky to find nobody. Here's Almiron though. Nice that look forward for Almiron, and Lacroix with the handball. Free kick. Kevin Botman. To Lancaster. Trippier to St. Maximin, who's offside as the French international. Not desperate again, the French squad one day. To Linton, to Bruno Mares. Isaac. He's going to have to cut back in, he does. And he finds Kieran Trippier. Good break from the England international kid, the Newcastle captain. Great ball in! Great ball in from him! and headed in by Dan Byrne at the back post. And Dan Byrne, the left back, he came forward, he rise highest, and Newcastle 3-0 up. Dan Byrne, the boyhood Newcastle supporter, gets his first goal of the season in a vital big Premier League game. He rises highest to nod that one in for free. He ran all the way up from left back, and he got it in to the back of the net. He'll claim his first goal for Newcastle. He's the vice-captain, it's Dan Byrne, but he is the lad who's captain found this afternoon. Dan Byrne is really loves Newcastle United. And it's half-time. Half-time, Southampton 0, Newcastle United 3. Newcastle 3 up at the break. Eddie Howe and those fans will be very proud. But there is Dan Byrne, just before half-time, headed in across from Kieran Trippier. It wasn't a corner, it was just a natural cross. And Dan Byrne came up from left-back and headed it in for 3-0. It is half-time, Southampton 0, Newcastle United 3. So all the results: Leicester 1, West Ham 1 apiece, Arsenal winning at Everton, United winning at Sports Stadium, Aston Villa are doing really well under Emery in real life, are beating Leeds, and Wolves play Palace later. Incredible though. Incredible 3-0 Newcastle. And Dan Byrne, what's the third goal scorer? Here's Dan Byrne. What a player he's turning out to be. He was all right last week when he came on, so he's been an impression, but came up from left back today from that cross, and he found the VAR, he put in the corner with his header. It's the second time Sir Maximin has been called offside in this game. Or from Southampton. Jolinton heads it backwards. Nick Pope take his time. Potman no. To Dan Byrne. Maximin back to Dan Byrne. Look at Jolinton. Potman, well done. Lancaster to Isaac. Look for St Maximin to continue. Southampton have confirmed a signing. New number 1. Or from Armstrong. It's a sweet corner. It's at back post, but Almiron dealt with it. Jacob Lancaster almost won it, but he didn't. Linton into Jacob Lancaster. Good from the youngster. He's proving himself wrong. He's good enough for this league. It's Jacob Lancaster on the finesse from the half angle, but he jits just wide. Good to add a goal to his earlier assist that he's very fond of in the Premier League. Ford. Linton, well done. Good possession, this is. Good keeping possession from Newcastle United. Benerac. Livramento. To Armstrong. Hugo Mares. Good touch from Lancaster there. Zizak. Almiron. And Isaac wins the throw in. Right, so Elliot Anderson, beyond for Jolinton is shattered, and Willock will come on for Almiron. Willock can play as a winger, by the way, guys. Stretching myself, guys.
Coming off the pitch, number 24, Miguel Almiron.
You guys remember Joshua Willock can play as a winger. He did it for Arsenal for many years. Trippier to Elliot Anderson now. Back to Kieran Trippier. He's got the run on Punic. Ward-Prowse for the handball, and another penalty to Newcastle. Trippier claimed it and hit the hand, and Ward-Prowse says he's trying to clean it, and he did. Scored earlier from the spot to Alexander Isak, and his second of the game goes on the back of the net. His second penalty kick, second successful penalty kick of the afternoon from Alexander Isak. But he just put power into the bottom right corner, and he took his tally to 2 today. Eddie Howe very pleased, and a 4-0 victory heading on the roads. Newcastle are looking like a constant threat for scoring goals. They really know what they're all about. Wonder if Isaac will last towards his hat-trick. Don't know, it's up to Eddie Howe.
Message for Xavier Vicente, travelling here from Spain.
Loves Maximin.
Xavier, can you please go back and meet the rest of the party at the ticket office?
Alexander Armstrong. Good save by... Adam Armstrong. Good save by Nick Pope. Anthony Gordon. On for St. Maximin. And... Matt Targets. He will come on for Fabian Schär. And Dan Byrne will move to centre half then. So both changes happening on the left-hand side of the pitch. But Eddie Howe just deciding who he wants to bring on, who he doesn't want to bring on. It's up to him. But he really knows that his team are stuck with substitutes who are capable of doing business. By Ward-Prowse. Oh, it's headed back in by Orsic. And Southampton have one. Southampton do have a consolation. Something they don't deserve in the end, but they have been defending very poorly, but their attacking play's been okay. And Newcastle concede for the second week running. Morales gives it away. Here's Armstrong. Oh, good save by Nick Pope. Well, Isaac will drop to where Lancaster is, and Wilson will come on. Wilson is the lad to be coming on for a final few moments. Jacob Lancaster got himself an assist in the Premier League today. Wilson got 2 assists last week, but Isaac does start today. A rechange. And again by Ward-Prowse. Made by Anthony Gordon. Wilson. Anthony Gordon. It's Matt Target. Now Botman. It's Ward-Prowse. And Orsic. Well, way to West Brom in midweek in the Cup. It's going to be tricky. They are a decent team in the Championship. Dan Byrne. Taylor Anderson. Here's Wilson. Out to Anthony Gordon. Good play from the former Everton player. That's Bruno Guimaraes. Benarek got in the way. Eddie Howe encouraging his team to do this. Headed down by Isaac. It's Anthony Gordon with the shots. Isaac to Willock. As Wilson looked to run in behind there. Elliot Anderson for Anthony Gordon. Another good shot, another good save. These Newcastle players praying. It's in by Trippier. Dan Byrne was there at the back post. Dan Byrne claimed it, but nope. It's full time. Southampton 1, Newcastle United 4. Newcastle off to another good game. And another 3 points headed there back to Newcastle. Beautiful stuff. Wins for Villa, Arsenal, Manchester United. Point for West Ham and Leicester.
Some questions regarding the match?
From Azak's 2 penalties.
Thank you, that's all.
Newcastle top of the league right now on goal difference. Eddie Howe will be very pleased with his players so far in their start. Carabao comebacks in next against West Bromwich Albion. They were runners-up in the Carabao Cup this season, Newcastle in real life. Can maybe do it now. Well, Isaac remains in the attack. Target does come in. Dan Byrne will move to centre-back, so Fabian Schär will drop to the bench. Nick Pope will drop to the bench as well. And De Brakra will come into goal for the cup tie. Elliot Anderson will start as Bruno Guimaraes. That's a dropout. Anthony Gordon will start over St. Maximin. And Callum Wilson will start over Almiron. So, but a very strong lineup out there. West Brom can be very hard at times. I'm going to go prediction chat, please, guys. I'm going to go 2-0. Guys, this is actually going to be the final gaming episode. I can't be bothered playing the final Premier League gaming episode because I just can't afford. So it's alright. Here we go, Harpons, one of the lighted stadiums in this year's game. Martin Baracra is hoping to do very well in the Carabao Cup tie as he prepares to exit the club one day. Don't want to have Chelsea's music, I have no clue why. Well, there is the West Brom team as they prepare to make it to the next round of this Carabao Cup season. Tom Rogic on the benches. Tom Rogic, Marco Brighton as well.
Here is our West Bromwich Albion aligning up.
So a couple of changes from the win at the weekend at Southampton. Dubravka in Matt Targett, Elliot Anderson, Wilson and Anthony Gordon. Wilson does start at wide today. But strong 11 because it is a championship team who could cause a lot of bother. Let's go. Swift to Wallace. Good start possession-wise from West Brom. Target has to stay on him very well. It's Grant. Good block by Dan Burn. He's clapping him going wide because Dan Burn did score at the weekend in the 4-1 win over Southampton. Isaac. Could get it away. It's Dan Burn. He gets it away in the end. Elliot Anderson to Isaac. And then Jacob Lancaster plays it over the top for Callum Wilson here, who wins it back instantly. It's poor again. Kevin Botman. Not in his natural position, but Matt Targett will deal with it, hopefully. No, he doesn't. This team are depressed. And they claim for a penalty. And it's a red card for Kevin Botman inside 12 minutes. What the hell happened? He's just completely cleaned out the West Brom player, and they're down to 10 men already, Newcastle. Not the start Eddie Howe is wanting. Well, Anthony Gordon is going to have to be the player that's going to make way for Fabian Schär. But what the hell has gone on there? That is Botman's all his fault. But Newcastle have to make an early sub. Anthony Gordon heading for an early, but I thought Eddie Howe will not be happy with Kevin Botman getting himself sent off early. It's Grant against the Dubravka for double punishment, and it is double punishment. It's not a start at the 10-man of Newcastle won, but West Brom will be competitive. They know they're one up, and their Carabao Cup campaign for Newcastle is off to a poor start. That target to Joelinton, who's still on the pitch because he's been excellent so far in the season. Beats O'Shea, but he can't beat Button with a shot. He really knows that was on target. But Button getting the scoreline at 1-0 to Brom, to Albion. Wilson. Jacob Lancaster. And it's Isaac. Oh, it was off. Free kick has been... Wait, something's been given. Yeah, it was free kick to West Brom. I mean, Schär, he won it. Then he lost it. This Newcastle defence are all at sea. Oh, down goes Grant! Dan Burn brought him down. Botman's been sent off, and Dan Burn receives just a yellow. Dan Burn claimed that is never a challenge. Wall didn't jump in there, but Wallace knocks over Dubravka's goal. Dubravka needs to really stop these defenders going poor. Linton look for a through ball there. Elliot Anderson to Matt Target. Here's Elliot Anderson. Matt Target. Move for Linton. Left by Isaac. And wide of the target from Jacob Lancaster. Desperate to play once again for Newcastle. This is not the cup start Eddie Howe was planning. Good play from the head tennis. Elliot Anderson to Linton, to Isaac. That's poor from the striker. He scored a double at the weekend in the league. And Fabian Schär with the challenge this time. No booking to be given, but Newcastle all at sea at the moment at the back. It's good free kick. Good save by Martin de Braca though. Newcastle got in the break here. It's Dan Byrne. I don't know what he's going for, but oh well. Isaac. And to Kieran Trippier, who looks for Jacob Lancaster, the Newcastle born and bred. Linton tried to hook it over his shoulder, but he didn't. There's Wallace. Beats Matt Target, but Matt Target then beats him. James Furlong. It's Grant. Good save, Martin de Braca, keeping the scoreline just at 1-0. The Serbian internationalist. Dan Burn with a handball. And it is a penalty. Once again, this time for Dan Burn. Handball, he scored at the weekend. He was outstanding at the weekend, Dan Burn. He's just not communicating tonight. It's Grant again. This time de Braca got down to it and saved it. And get a score at 1-0. Those Newcastle fans saying way near the end. It means nothing, even if the Newcastle fans do that. They're still one down. Dan Burn to Matt Target. Isaac. Into Jolinton. Cameron. Jacob Lancaster. And getting out, he needs to have a big team talk with his players at the interval. West Brom United 1, Newcastle 9-0. Almiron will come on for Callum Wilson at the break. That's the only change from Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe telling his players, got to be a bit more aggressive next. You're 45 minutes away from being put out of the Carabao Cup already. Offside against Jolinton. Almiron to Isaac. Oh, what a start to the second half this would be if Almiron could shoot, and he does. But Button got down to it and saved to the line. Almiron. Eddie Howe talking to sub-goalkeeper there tonight, Nick Pope. Shot by Trippier to him. And Dan Byrne. Dan Byrne, surely! And Dan Byrne. He just didn't have the pace to get the rebounds. Jolinton to Isaac. Lancaster to Jolinton. out wide for Matt Targett. Here is Matt Targett. He's got the pace a little bit. And Alexander Isak on the turn! And Alexander Isak equalises for Newcastle after 62 minutes. Good assist by Matt Targett. Isak, he scored a double weekend. That's 3 goals in 2 games since joining the club. It's a great assist by Matt Targett. He didn't really know what he was doing when that happened, and he took his time. He turned the defender, and he beat past Button with the equaliser. Anyhow, what a start to the second half for his side. The 10-men are level. Isak into Jolinton. He's only got the goalkeeper to beat. He digs, trying to pick past Button, but Button dealt with the chip. Trippier in with the delivery. Plenty of power by Nat. Isak, Jolinton. Ball from West Brom. At target. Back to Elliot Anderson. Dubravka forward. Oh, lost by Dubravka. For a poor goal kick. Well, not a goal kick, poor kick out. And Grant from Dubravka's kick out gives West Brom the lead again. So Maximin and Willock are on. Newcastle needs really to think harder, think of ideas, or they're really not going to think of anything. Almiron to Isak. Isak. And to Elliot Anderson. That's Isak. Unlucky son Maximin. Left for the shot. Could say Martin the back pallet. They need to clear this to Newcastle. Their players are hanging on their heads. So made by Trippier at the front post. And Almiron is onside. He's got to beat Bottom in the finish. He does it. Save. It's not saved. It's come off the post, but it comes back to Almiron, and Almiron claims it for 2-2. He really delighted. It's gone in past the goal in the second attempt. The rebound. He got the rebound faithfully. No one's there. Off the post with his left foot shot, but then his right foot rebound went in the back of the net. Newcastle back level. And this is some tie. Eddie Howe is thinking the right good ideas what his team are doing. Gramades is coming on for Dan Byrne in defence. Gramades needs to focus on it.
Number 24, Miguel Amron. Substitution for West Bromwich Albion. Coming off the pitch.
Alexander Isak to Trippier.
To be replaced by number 22,
Almiron. Not for Trippier, who's absolutely done in as the Newcastle captain.
Number 33, Dan Byrne. To be replaced by number 39, Bruno Guimaraes.
Oh, and he's going to fight with Rogic. Chalobah. Forward from West Brom. Fabian Schär with a handball. It's Swift. Ball jumped, and Dubravka held on for 2-2 at the moment. Now Newcastle can break. Through Elliot Anderson. Oh, he loses it. Good block by Matt Targett. Penalty! And whack him off Matt Targett. Where did it come off him? Martin Dubravka needs to be a hero. It's Grant. Sends the goal the wrong way! And West Brom win against the 10 men of Newcastle. Eddie Howe will not be happy with his Carabao Cup team that he put out tonight. He's not happy with that. A good penalty. Eddie Howe can't believe his Newcastle team are not fighting enough. And Grant claims a very good hat-trick. Finishes West Brom 2, Newcastle 2. West Brom 3, Newcastle 2. Newcastle played poor all evening. Not the Carabao Cup run that Eddie Howe was wanting.
We've got some questions for you. Thank you for
Guys, we
answering the
will see you guys
questions.
later.